It's common for kids to get jealous of their younger siblings, but Tim had it in the worst way, because his baby brother is not actually a baby. Tim Templeton is a 7-year-old boy with the wildest imagination. Through his vision, the world seems totally different. Sometimes he's fighting the shark to rescue his parents, and sometimes he's riding a dangerous spaceship that crashes on another planet. But in reality, he's just playing in his backyard. Tim feels his life is perfect and he doesn't need anyone else in his family. All of his parents' love and attention is just for him. Tim is living the dream life with all of his wishes granted. His parents work at a huge company called the Puppy Company, but they still have time for their only kid. Tim doesn't sleep without 3 bedtime stories, 5 hugs, and his special song. Then one night, his parents mention having a baby brother. Tim hates the idea right away, but he starts imagining how babies are made. There's a huge factory called the Baby Corp in the sky that produces numerous babies. They are dressed up and pass through different verification and authorization. Those who behave normally are sent to families, but those who have special skills are chosen for the Baby Corp management. They are sent to the world for special missions, just like the one that's delivered to Templeton's. The day starts like every other day, but then Tim witnesses a taxi stopping by his house. A baby steps out of it wearing a black suit and carrying a briefcase. With his cuteness, he melts Templeton's hearts right away except for Tim. He doesn't like the baby's appearance, his usual crying and taking all the attention. Yes, all the attention, even if it's the middle of the night. The baby must be satisfied immediately, otherwise he will throw a fit and will ruin everyone's peace. He has everyone wrapped around his chubby little finger except Tim. He's not attracted to his brother at all and just wants to have a good night's sleep. But it's not possible since the baby is around. Tim shares his thoughts with his parents. He wonders how his parents can trust someone so easily. Who knows where the baby came from, who he actually is, and why he's wearing a suit and carrying around a briefcase. However, his parents find everything about the baby adorable and advise Tim to get along with his brother. But how can he love someone who's taking away all of his happiness? Tim doesn't even get to hear his 3 bedtime stories and the special song or get a good night hug. Tim gets really heartbroken and gets up to look for his parents. They are sleeping on the couch after getting tired of caring for the baby all day long. Tim hears the phone ringing, but the sound is coming from the baby's room. Tim peeks inside and sees something he could never have thought of. The baby can actually talk, not just that. He has the mind of a complete adult who came here for a mission. He's using his cuteness to distract his parents and reach his actual goals. Tim catches him red-handed and threatens him. He's going to tell everything to his parents, but the baby is not scared at all. He knows that no one is going to believe Tim. A talking baby? That's just a joke. The baby calls Tim too old to get babied anymore. He should make space for the next generation. There's not enough to share, so Tim should just give up, or otherwise this unusual baby is going to kick him out of the family. Poor Tim gets back to bed and can't sleep in fear of losing his parents. The next morning, he decides to collect proof against the baby. He dresses up as a ninja and grabs all the necessities like his microphone and recording tape. He rolls down the stairs to catch his naughty little brother, but gets attacked by a bunch of more babies. They are neighborhood kids who came here to play. But it's actually the boss baby's trick for holding a secret meeting with the other babies. As soon as their parents get distracted, the babies gather around the table and watch the presentation prepared by the boss baby. According to them, they are having a crisis. For generations to generations, people used to love adorable babies. They were a must-have on every wish list, but then, the puppies got popular. They were mere accessories in the past, but now they have conquered the hearts of millions. With their cute faces and huge variety, they have taken the place of babies and earned all the love. Moreover, the worst is yet to come. Francis, the CEO of Puppy Company, has announced the launch of a new puppy, and it's going to be the most adorable. If that happens, the baby business is going to shut down soon. The boss baby wants to figure out exactly which puppy is going to be launched so he can stop it as soon as possible. The meeting ends as the parents come back. All the babies start behaving normally again. Tim has recorded the meeting on tape, but the babies catch him. They get in their toy cars and run after Tim. The poor kid dodges them and jumps over the trampoline to reach his room. The boss baby follows him too and blackmails him over his favorite toy. The toy tears apart accidentally and Tim loses his temper. He wants to get rid of the baby. The boss baby feels the danger and tries to calm down the situation, but Tim puts him in a catapult to throw him away. Unfortunately, his parents reach there and assume that Tim is bullying his brother. The tape is destroyed and Tim can't prove himself. He's grounded till he gets along with his brother. Poor Tim experiences punishment for the first time in his life. Suddenly, the boss baby sneaks into the room. He takes Tim for a ride to the Baby Corp. By sucking on the pacifiers, he explains the whole working of the factory and the special babies who are chosen for the management. They never get old by drinking the super secret baby formula while other babies forget about Baby Corp. When their pacifiers are taken away, the boss baby wants to get promoted and become the legendary Big Boss Baby. His inspiration is the super colossal Big Fat Boss Baby. That's why he must complete his mission, otherwise his baby formula will be taken away and he will become a normal baby. Thinking about spending his whole life with the baby, Tim gets creeped out and decides to help the boss baby. They pretend to get along with each other, so their parents take them to the festival at the puppy company. The plan works, and Tim is ungrounded. The next day, they drive to puppy company. Tim excuses his parents to spend time with his brother and take this as a chance to find out about the new puppy. The boss baby disguises himself as a puppy and enters the top secret room. He lets Tim get in and they reach where all the important files are kept. Little do they know, it was just a trap. They get caught under a cage and taken away by Eugene, the CEO's brother. Francis knows everything about Baby Corp, as he never left his pacifier. He was looking forward to the boss baby's arrival. Actually, Francis is no other than super colossal Big Fat Boss Baby. He was once loved by the Baby Corp, but then he was diagnosed lactose intolerant. He wasn't able to drink the baby formula and started getting old. The Baby Corp replaced him and sent him to Earth. Francis wants to take his revenge by introducing a forever puppy that will never get old. Once people get the forever puppy, they will not need the babies at all and the Baby Corp will shut down. But where is he going to find such a puppy? The boss baby has brought the answer himself. Francis steals his baby formula, which he's going to use for the forever puppy. Tim can't take any action as his parents are being taken by Francis for the puppy launch in Las Vegas, and they may never return. While the kids are left with Eugene, who disguises as a responsible nanny. Tim must rush to the airport and stop his parents. Moreover, the boss baby is also running out of time. If he doesn't take the baby formula in the next few hours, he will turn into a normal baby and stay with Templetons forever. Luckily, Tim gets a marvelous idea. He puts makeup on the baby to make him look sick and creates fake vomiting too. Eugene gets disgusted and rushes to the toilet. The baby locks him there and runs away with Tim. They get on the bicycle and start speeding towards the airport. Eugene follows them too and almost catches them. Luckily, the boss baby has a backup team. He sends red alerts to the neighborhood babies who rush there to help their boss. They beat up Eugene together, but the tough guy doesn't even get a scratch. Moreover, Tim's bicycle's training wheels are broken and he can't ride without them. The boss baby encourages him. He calls Tim a brave sailor who sails through the Dead Sea, dodging a shark. Tim can imagine each word and gains confidence. He rides around the tree and over the train to reach his parents' car, while Eugene is stuck behind. Tim and his brother run after their parents, but Francis doesn't let them pass. He pushes the Templetons inside the plane and they take off. Tim can see his parents going away and he can't do anything about it. He takes out all of his frustration on the boss baby. He calls him a selfish and insensitive guy who doesn't know the value of having a family. Tim wishes that his brother was never born. The poor baby walks away, but he talks to Tim again after a while. He accepts not having a family as he was born an adult, but he still has feelings and cares for others. Tim realizes that he was too harsh and apologizes. He must unite with his brother to save his family and the baby's company. They disguise themselves as famous artists and sneak inside the plane. When the air hostess asks their identity, they lie about being the captain's kids. That's how they get to fly to Vegas with a luxurious treatment. Tim keeps playing with the utensils and invites the boss baby to do the same. Tim feels sorry for him for not being able to live his childhood. The baby has started to like his elder brother and joins his imagination. They keep playing for hours until they reach their destination, but Eugene secretly followed them too. Tim uses the baby's cuteness to get a free ride to the convention center where the puppy launch will take place. Just at first sight, everyone seems to fall for the forever puppy. Tim's parents are on the stage, and he tries to grab their attention, but Francis locks them up in the heart box. Tim climbs up the pipes to reach backstage and stop the puppy launch. Francis calls him an idiot who gets bossed around by the baby, but Tim believes that he and his little brother are a team. With unbeatable unity, they knock down Francis and rush to save their parents. In less than a minute, the puppy rocket will launch and forever puppies will be spread around the world. The boss baby lets the puppies escape, but he's stuck by himself. Due to the lack of baby formula, he is turned into an actual baby. Tim doesn't know how to get him down, but then he remembers his special song. He sings it to his little brother, who jumps towards him. Tim gives him the baby formula, and the boss is back. Meanwhile, Francis fell into the baby formula and turned into a baby once again. Fortunately, Eugene picks him up and promises to raise him better this time. The Templetons get back home safely, and Tim proves to be a great big brother. However, it's not for long. It's time to say goodbye to the boss baby. He gets inside the taxi and leaves. All of his belongings and memories are taken away from the house too. It's like he was never born. Tim's wish is granted and he gets all of his parents' love for himself. The boss baby also gets the promotion he always desired. Even with everything they wanted, both of them aren't happy. They miss each other. Tim can't take it anymore and writes a letter to his baby brother. He wishes for all the things he was afraid of. Seeing the baby all day, sharing everything with him, and growing old together. He might have not gone to business school, but he learned sharing in kindergarten. And if there's not enough love for both of them, Tim is willing to give all of his love to his little brother. The boss baby gets really delighted to read this all. He immediately resigns from his job and flies back to his family. He will not get any salary, but he'll receive unconditional love. Tim is also looking forward to receiving him. He reaches the 7th cloud on seeing his brother again, and this time, he will not let him go. It's been years since then. Tim is an adult now and has his own daughter, but he can keep telling his story again and again. Our younger siblings never take our place because there's enough love for all of us.